Hayashi Masanori was a doctor at a hospital in Tokyo. His patients and staff loved him very much. He loved his job. But he wanted to do something more as a doctor. He often thought, what can I do? But he didn't know the answer to this question. One day, he saw an old picture in the notebook. When he looked at the picture, he realized what he wanted to do. In the picture, there was a man smiling with some people around a well. The man was Dr. Hayashi. He thought, I went to a village in a country in Asia, and joined a volunteer group to dig a well. This picture was taken there. When I got to the village, I became sick. There were no doctors there. People there took care of me. They were poor, but they gave me food. It wasn't easy to get water, but they gave me water. They saved my life. He wanted to save people in a country that didn't have enough doctors. He thought, this is the thing I should do as a doctor. After a few weeks, he got a letter. It was from one of his old teachers, Dr. Fujikawa. He was in a country in Africa. He had a small clinic in a village there and worked as a doctor. In that letter, he asked the Dr. Hayashi to look for another doctor to work there. Dr. Fujikawa was so old that he couldn't keep working. He was the only doctor there. Dr. Hayashi wanted to help sick people there. He decided to go to Africa. 3 months later, Dr. Hayashi visited the village. He asked the Dr. Fujikawa, what can I do for the people here as a doctor? Dr. Fujikawa said, as a doctor. Doing something as a doctor isn't enough. He didn't answer Dr. Hayashi's question. Before Dr. Fujikawa left the village, he gave Dr. Hayashi his answer. He said, do everything you can do for the people here. But, Dr. Hayashi didn't understand the meaning of these last words. Many people came to the clinic every day. He realized, they got sick because of water. They were using water from a pond. This water was not so clean. He thought, they need a well. I'll tell them what to do to dig a well. The next morning at the clinic, Dr. Hayashi told his idea to his staff. Most of the staff looked happy, but one woman, Farah, didn't. She said, are you only going to tell us what to do to dig a well? I think digging a well is hard work. You didn't say you would work with us. Why? He didn't know what to say. That night, he remembered her words and thought, I thought, giving something to them was important. But that isn't enough. It's important to do things with people. I did that when I was in the country in Asia. One Saturday afternoon, he started to dig the ground near the clinic. Soon some children playing soccer came to him, and asked what he was doing. He smiled and answered, digging a well. They stopped playing soccer and helped him on that day. They took their fathers the next day. The well became deeper. After 1 month, all the people in the village came there every day and did something. Now it wasn't only Dr. Hayashi's dream. It was also their dream. 4 months later, water. One man shouted. Dr. Hayashi heard that and ran to the well. There was some water at the bottom. Many people came to him, and began dancing around the well. Farah was dancing there too. She looked at him and smiled. He remembered Dr. Fujikawa's last words. He thought, now, I really understand their meaning.